Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to bring a message for the chosen. If you find that this resonates with you in any way, please be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and let us know how it resonates with your circumstance. Also, chosen, if you want your own personal reading that caters to this message or any other subject for that matter, feel free to check the description box below for my email or any of my other services, my tarot decks, tarot lessons, my miniature altars, t-shirts, hair or body oils. Check the description box. So let's jump right into it. I want to start off, we're going to be talking about career moves. So many of you would like to start your own businesses out there. Maybe you've already started your own business and you're looking into ways where you can enhance the success of your business, bring in more clientele, have more forward movement, maybe even activate more creativity. So I'm going to start off with my Declare and Decree deck. We're going to see what blockages could be hindering you from having success in your career. And you want to write this down on paper and burn it. If you want to order this deck, feel free to email me, okay? So let's see what could be hindering the forward movement of your wealth, your creativity, and your purpose. So I have here, all pain and trauma caused towards myself, my ancestors, and offspring are now cleared in spirit and in flesh. Pain and trauma caused towards myself, my ancestors, and my offspring is now cleared in spirit and in flesh. So you want to screenshot that and burn it, or write that down and burn it. Let me see. I'll take one more. So there could be some traumas, internal suppressed wounds that still need to be mended in order for you to really see the forward movement or the manifestations of your visions. This says, all fear of letting go of the past to pursue my destiny is now cleared from my energy and spirit and in flesh. Now, this is the older deck that has darker print. All of my current decks have light print so that you can see it better. But this, you want to just write it down. All fear of letting go of the past to pursue my destiny is now cleared from my energy and spirit and in flesh. So fear of letting go of the past and pain and traumas. Okay? Fear of letting go of the past and pain and traumas. So let's jump right into it, y'all. What do you need to know? We'll just start off with the current energy of whatever it is that you're pursuing or that you want to pursue. Okay, that's too many. Current energy. All right, so this card came out. It says, taking steps. Action is key to getting where you need to go. You can't wait around. Take a step in any direction to get unstuck and find opportunities, okay? Action is key right now. If you feel stuck, it says take a step in any direction to get unstuck. So it could mean that if you're working a job, you've been there for years, you're tired of being there, your vibrations are super low every time you got to get up and go to work. But you feel stuck there because you have financial obligations. You got a family to take care of. If you take a step in any direction, whether it's to go and take some courses to get a certification so that you can get a different type of job, or just applying for another job, or, asking a friend of a friend, networking, take a step in any direction. This is not discriminating. Okay. If you feel stuck, take a step in any direction to first get unstuck, and then things will begin to unfold for you from there. So let's see. What does this look like? Let's just clarify that card. Taking steps. Okay, hold on. So the card that fell says honest work, okay? This says it's okay to have a job that's not very glamorous. Get some experience to help you to move up in the future. Success is a process, not a quick fix. So you might just go and find a job, just a random job, okay? It's honest work. It's a random job. It's temporary. But this is clarifying taking steps to get unstuck. So just getting a random job is not glamorous. It's not your dream job. But for some of you, this is what you're being called to do in order to get on the journey of where you need to be. Because this honest work could put you in a position where there's flexibility. You have more time to focus on your passions and the things that you really want to pursue. Or you can end up networking with the right people where suddenly it just takes you somewhere and you didn't see it coming. Honest work. So let's just see. Take one more card, and then I want to see what's holding you back. So this says strategy. You need a step-by-step plan of attack to reach the next level. Get the advice of someone who is already where you want to go. So that's another way of getting unstuck. Strategizing. What moves do you want to make? What's the most, what's the best move to make next? Okay. Sometimes when you're playing chess, you might realize that you're cornered, you're surrounded, but you still got to make a move. You can't just sit there and say, okay, I'm surrounded, so the game is over. No, it doesn't have to be, but you might have to make certain sacrifices. You might have to sacrifice your knight, your queen. You might have to sacrifice something here, but it means that movement can be made after that. You'll be able to have a plan of attack and strategize. Okay, well, now that one thing has been sacrificed and removed, now at least I have a clearer pathway to be able to strategize and see how can I get to the next level or get to where you want to be. So it is talking about getting the advice from someone who is already where you want to go. So you may end up reaching out to people who are experts or professionals or someone who has already climbed the ladder in a particular area that can give you some guidance on how to get to where you need to be as well. So let's see, what is causing the blockage for you? What is causing you to feel stuck? What's the cause of that? Okay. So this is interesting. It says harmony. It's important for you to have a quiet, peaceful work atmosphere in order for you to thrive. Working at home or for yourself is best. So what's causing you to feel stuck is, it could be that you don't have enough peace around you. It's something about your work atmosphere that there's some adjustments that needs to be made here. Once you get that part in alignment where the environment is more conducive to peace and harmony, then things will be able to move forward. So you may need to do some internal work as well to get yourself balanced, because you can't really control other people, but you can control how you're responding to the environment. So it's a matter of finding that internal peace as best as you can. If you're at a job where it's chaotic, it's just a lot of, emotions, different personalities, and people are just unhappy with their jobs, so they're creating drama and stuff like that, then those moments when you're taking your break, you want to get away. Don't even go to the break room. Go outside. Okay, find your nearest park. Take your shoes off and get grounded. Go sit in your car and listen to some affirmations or some frequencies. Go write your manifestations and go and, sit down somewhere quiet where you can focus on your vision, rejuvenate your energy, and let that be what hypes you up to finish out your day. Just knowing that you're working on something that's going to remove you from that environment and it's going to elevate you, but putting forth the effort anytime you can, I know during lunch breaks, sometimes you just don't have enough time in a day, but if you just pop on some affirmations while you're getting your food, that'll help a lot too. Sun gazing while you're sitting in your car eating. I just feel like you just want to get out of the environment, during your 15-minute, your 30-minute, whatever you have, 1 hour breaks. Use that as an opportunity to rejuvenate your energy, like for real type of rejuvenation. Not just where you're sitting in a car like, oh, I can't stand this place. I don't want to go back in there. Oh, I'm so tired. You don't want to use your energy like that. So let me see. What else? Offerings. I got 2 cards here. You will be offered a new position or investment opportunity. Think about it and research it carefully before accepting. So you will get some sort of offering, but I feel like first you got to get unstuck. You got to first go out there and put yourself out there so that a new opportunity can present itself. So then you will get an offer. You're going to have to think about it carefully because you want to make sure that you don't leave one toxic environment just to go and be in a whole nother toxic environment. You want to research it, analyze it, think about the type of energies that could potentially be there. If you know that you need something, because this says you need something that allows you to work from home, then you want to start applying for jobs that allows you to work at home so that you can create the environment, you create the atmosphere, and that way it can help you to stay on the right vibrational frequency so that when it's time for you to focus on your business, your energy is not all over the place. You see what I'm saying? You're tired, you're exhausted, burnt out. You need the right environment. So this says passage. Your current situation is a means to an end. You are making the uncertain voyage to a new world. Enjoy the discoveries as you go. So it says your current situation is a means to an end. So remember, this honest work that you may end up picking up that's not so glamorous is only short term. It's a means to an end because it's taking you on a journey. So you're being called to stay in gratitude and enjoy the wisdom and the lessons that come as you go along. So now let me see. I'm going to pull from a different deck. See, what is it that you need to know when it comes to your career? Okay. So it says business. Don't be intimidated to enter the world of business. You got this. So it's talking about executive positions, becoming a CEO or anything in a corporate world. Elevate your awareness and think bigger if you want different results. So even if you're not taking on those types of positions, it does show that you want to put yourself out there and get comfortable with exploring things that you might be slightly intimidated by. If you're not used to business, if you're not used to the technical, technology, if you're not used to, fashion or whatever it is that you want to do, and it requires for you to do something that's outside of your realm or your scope of practice, you are being called to get comfortable with it. Network with the right people who have business savvy, who understand how to navigate certain things. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be intimidated. It's all about elevating your awareness. So you may have to research some things, look into some things. This is the information age. So everything is at your disposal, right there at your fingertips. So click of a button, you have everything there. You go to bookstores, everything is there. So that's the beautiful thing about the age that we're in now. People will spend years in school, 5 to 7 years, learning something that you can go and learn yourself without paying thousands of dollars and being in debt for the rest of your life. So don't be intimidated. And also don't be afraid to invest in people who already have that knowledge, because it did say earlier, get the advice of someone who is already where you want to go. So let me see. Independent. Okay? Independent. Many of you want to be independent. You want to work for yourself. So this says, if you're not self-employed, it may be time to have an entrepreneur mindset. Consider investing and committing yourself to your own business. Your financial freedom will come from being able to stand alone. You can do it. So if you're not already self-employed, you want to develop the entrepreneur mindset. So you're thinking like a leader, you're moving like a boss, you're making executive decisions, you're, making room for your vision to actually manifest in your life. So if you work in 2 or 3 jobs and you're like, but I want to have my own business, you got to make room. So that's where those sacrifices that we was talking about with the strategy of the chess game, you got to make some sacrifices. 1 or 2 of those jobs need to go, if not all of them. For some of you, you're being called to take the leap of faith to where it's like, you know what? You already have your business laid out. You have everything set in place. And the only thing that's lacking is time for you. And so if you have that one job that you're working 9, 10 hours a day, stressing you out, when you come home, the only thing that you have time to do is to rejuvenate your energy, just to go right back and start all over again. but yet and still you have this business that you want to put your focus in on, then you're being called to eliminate that job. That's that chess move. You see what I'm saying? You got to make way if you want to win. So having the entrepreneur mindset, starting there, and also investing. Like I was saying before, you may have to invest in someone who has the knowledge that you need in order to move things forward. Because sometimes, depending on where you stand financially, if you're like, okay, you're robbing Peter to pay Paul, you're working paycheck to paycheck, so you really don't have the cushion to invest in someone who has the knowledge that you need in order to make certain moves, then that means that rather than investing money, you now have to invest time, your time, into learning some of the things that you need to know. Because, let's just say one person over here could afford to pay a law firm to establish their corporation, to establish their sole proprietorship or whatever. They can afford to have someone to lay it all out and to make sure that that whole thing is in alignment, right? While another person may not have that money, but you can invest the time in learning how to apply, what you need to apply, and gathering up all of that information to do the same exact thing. So one person invests money, the other person invests time. The question is, which one do you need to invest? And if it's time and you feel like you don't have the time, then that means elimination. Something has to go, because that's the only way that you're going to be able to move this thing forward. Then for others of you, if it's money and you're like, okay, but all right, I know I can't afford this, but I need to make some room because I'm spending too much on this, that, and the third, then what has to be sacrificed is spending on things that they don't serve you. They don't serve your vision. They don't serve your future. It's just, frivolously spending, and you want to just make cuts there and just analyze your spending habits to make room. But either way, many of you are being called to stand in an independent, self-sufficient, entrepreneur position. You're meant to be your own boss. So it says your financial freedom will come from being able to stand alone. So if you have been waiting and you've been hoping for financial freedom, it comes through for many of you working for yourself. Working for yourself. Let's see. Look at that. I was just talking about this. 2 cards. So it says prudence. Don't let the balance of your credit cards get too high. Put something aside for a rainy day. Stay within budget and start living within your means. I was just saying that. Prudence. For some of you, it just takes for you to, pay attention to your spending habits, because you probably have more money that you can invest than you realize. But because there's certain patterns that you may have, you're investing in those, and so you're not making room to invest in your vision. So just analyze, go through and look at the numbers. There's so many videos on YouTube that can tell you about financial literacy and what you need, where you can make cuts, where you can make adjustments and things like that. Then we have here growing up. It says it's time to step up into your own power and stop engaging in childish qualities. Don't rely on others to help you and care for you. This mess is yours to clean up. Avoid depending on someone else's income. You have all of the skills to make your own. So with these cards coming out together, it could mean that the part where it's saying to grow up is just saying more or less make mature and wise decisions when it comes to your spending. That's really what I'm picking up here. So let's see. What else do you need to know? For some of you, I'm picking up emotional spending, just the way that these 2 cards coming out, are coming out with the child being coddled by the mother. It could be emotional spending. You could feel like you kind of nurture yourself through spending. So you just want to evaluate emotionally what's going on with you. Because remember, we began with the Declare and Decree deck. And what came out was all pain and traumas. Pain and traumas are also affecting your forward movement financially. Pain and trauma. So you want to burn and release that. And the other one was saying fear of letting go of the past to pursue your destiny. So it is something about holding on to the past, whether it's a past career, a past title that you've held for a long time, expectations of family or past belief system, something that could be holding you back here. So you have another card with 2 It says leadership. It's time to step up into the leadership role in your own life. You can expect to succeed in any leadership positions. Your finances will greatly improve once you accept and step into your power. So step into your power. That's what you're being called to do. You're a leader, a natural leader, born to be a leader. Then you have peacemaker. You're being called to apply diplomacy and tact to a difficult situation. Consider politics, negotiations, union contracts, or any peacemaking careers. Approach situations with a win-win attitude when making business decisions. So trying to find a peaceful solution in order to overcome any lack or any hindrance that you have with your forward movement. For some of you, it could be that you enjoy the work that you do. Your desire is to be promoted to a leadership position, but you might find that there's like maybe some sort of tension or conflict between yourself and other co-workers. It just feels like you will be the one that's called to bring peace to that and to apply, use some sort of tact and diplomacy to overcome whatever that is that could be blocking you from leveling up here. You have the leadership qualities in order to shift the energy here. So let me see. Yeah, beware. Some of you just have foxes around you. Be prudent. Things are not what they seem. Careful who you talk to regarding money or business matters. Don't make any type of financial commitments right now. So don't make any fast moves. Move in silence. Be very, very careful and selective about who you're talking to when it comes to your business ventures, your visions, your creative ideas. Even if you're talking about leveling up in a company, you don't want to go and tell Keith, okay, you don't want to tell Keith that, hey, I'm thinking about applying for that position over there, that management or that, leadership position over there. And you don't really know who Keith, rolls with, what type of energy he's sending towards you. You don't know if Keith really wants that position. And so you just want to be very selective. Who are you talking to? Really, don't talk to anybody if you can help it, except for those people who can help you to level up, who are already where you want to go, like business professionals who have a, unbiased perception of what's going on. So they don't have any motives to want to see you fail. Those are the people that you want to consult with because they can actually help you. But as far as just random people that can't help you get to where you want to be, they don't need to know nothing. Even if it's somebody that you love and care for, they don't need to know anything. Why? Just lay the foundation, plant those seeds, nurture them, and then they can find out later when everything is grown and you're ready to reap your harvest, sure. But as far as like when you're cultivating, nobody else needs to know because you don't know who's really in low vibrational energy that's being slick, trying to gather information about what you got going on just to try to sabotage it. So beware of that. Be cautious of that. So then I also have be a sport. So it says you're being asked to have more fun and focus on being a team player. So improve your finances by considering working as a team or doing collaborations. So you may end up working as a team or collaborating again with the right people though. With the right people who they have the same vision. They have the same vision. So this says the people you spend the most time with shape who you are. So again, knowing the type of people that's in your circle is going to make a huge difference in the outcome when it comes to your business venture. So transporter, this card is a good indicator that things will start to move rather quickly. So some of you might have a career in transportation with some form of travel, driving, shipping could appeal to you. Or it says you could travel for work, or perhaps you need to take action on a financial matter. So it could indicate, it's like the Eight of Wands energy that I'm picking up here. Forward movement. Things are gaining momentum. You're going to start to see things progress and move once you start to collaborate with the right people, ask the right questions, make the right strategy moves, do what's necessary just to get unstuck. If time is an issue because you're working too many jobs, eliminate one or two of those jobs. If you're working one job where they're still taking up a lot of your time and energy and it's just toxic, go and apply for another job that's not as glamorous, but it still gives you a means of income short term, but it also frees up time and it frees up your mind. If you need to be in a peaceful environment in order to think, apply for jobs where you could work from home. For others of you, you're already at that place where you've laid the foundation for your business. You've gotten everything squared away, but the only thing that you need at this point is to be able to focus your energy on that thing. Then that means that you're being called to eliminate the job itself that you may have to solely focus on your business. So that is a big move. So it does require for you to have a lot of courage, a lot of confidence, a lot of faith. You want to be doing a spiritual work to eliminate all scarcity mindset and lack mentality. You want to be collaborating with the right people who can give you the advice that you need, but also remaining very silent when it comes to everybody else, and making sure that you're prudent with your spending, being very selective about how you're spending, where you're spending, because you want to invest most of that residual income into your vision. And let me see, is there anything else that you need to know? Stability. So this says your financial future promises to be stable and prosperous. Take control of your finances to create stability in your life. It's an excellent time to take action on any money-related ventures. So this is the time to do it now. Now is the time to take action towards these money-related ventures that you have here, because it's going to offer great wealth and stability. So let me see. I'm going to pull from another deck, see if there's anything else that you need to know. Let me know what you think about this message in the comments below. That flipped fast. So this says, be careful who you take advice from. So you have a couple of cards here that's indicating that you want to be very, very selective about who you spending time with, because they shape who you are. They shape your vision. You want to be very selective about who you're consulting with, who you're talking to concerning money. And this will be the other card that's speaking on be careful who you take advice from. I'm telling you, there are people out here that want to sabotage your vision. And so I don't care if you think they could wear a very good mask and they could act like they're your friend. You know, they want to see you thriving. They want to see you winning. But behind closed doors, they could be really, really hoping that you don't succeed or that you don't pursue that vision. So just be silent. I'm telling you, unless you're talking to somebody that can actually build that website, that's working on it, like actively, or unless you're talking to somebody that can actually help you to create that LLC, that sole proprietorship, that corporation, unless you're talking to somebody that's a financial advisor that's telling you how to get your payroll in alignment and all that stuff, then don't talk to nobody at all. That's between you, the Most High, and your spiritual team. That's it, and that's all. I'm so serious because the message is repeating itself. Let me see something. So the card that's failed, it says, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Sometimes you learn by messing up. So for some of you, you probably in your head thinking, I already told so-and-so. Or I already, expressed this to, so-and-so, whatever. You're going to make mistakes, but you will learn from those mistakes. Once you learn from those mistakes, then it's like from this point on, you know to just move in silence. So let's just say you're playing a game of chess, right? You're strategizing and you look over and, you decide to tell your cousin, hey, I'm getting ready to go for their queen, right? Now your cousin, you thinking that they cool, but they give an eye to your opponent that says, pay attention. You don't even realize that your cousin is doing that. So they done told your strategy. So now this person goes out of their way to protect their queen so that you don't get to the queen, right? So yeah, you made a mistake. You told that person your next move and they sabotaged it. However, the game is not over, right? So just because you made a mistake, okay, you learned the lesson. So now you know not to tell your cousin the strategies and the moves that you're getting ready to make, because the game is not over. You still got time to win. So now from this point on, you're moving in complete silence. That's it, and that's all. So you still got time. You still can proceed forward, even if you have told some of the wrong people or, discussed certain things with the wrong people. That doesn't mean that it's over. Not at all. It just means now you learned your lesson and now you move in silence. So this says you're stepping into a brand new chapter. You're stepping into a brand new chapter. So a cycle is closing out for you career-wise. It says there's more to know than what you currently know. So keep on feeding yourself with knowledge. Whatever you need to know, tap in. Gain, grab hold of whatever information you need because it is accessible to you. Then you have learned how to honor and treat your body well. So taking good care of yourself, honoring yourself And treating yourself well means that you don't abuse yourself by putting yourself in the same environment every single day just for some money, especially when the money is barely allowing you to make it. But even if it is good money, let's just say it's really good money, but it's taken over to where emotionally, mentally, spiritually, you're just drained, exhausted, and trodden down, it still ain't worth it. Not no green paper. Because you can create a peaceful environment for yourself and make far more. It's just all in, what do you believe? How grand is your faith? This says, despite the frustration, you're on your way to making all of your dreams come true. So you are getting there. It's frustrating along the way, but you are getting closer. See, this says the sacrifices you make today will be worth it. That's what I've been talking about the whole message. When strategizing, sacrifices will have to be made here, but they are going to be so worth it. Some of you might have to get rid of unhealthy relationship dynamics. It could be a husband that's hating on you. It could be a wife that's hating on you. It could be your mama or your daddy. It could be your children. Whoever it is, whatever it is, sometimes you have to make that sacrifice to distance yourself. It doesn't have to be forever. Sometimes it is, but it doesn't always have to be forever. It could be for a few seasons until you get yourself exactly where you need to be. So then you have here, this says you are exactly where you need to be. So if you're making those sacrifices now and you're like, look, I'm ready to jump. I'm ready to take the leap of faith. Okay, you ready to make bold moves, then you are exactly where you need to be. Go ahead and take that leap of faith because you will be protected and provided for. Okay? You will be protected and provided for. So then you have, don't let people suck the air out of your spirit. These are energy vampires around you that want to drain your energy so that you don't feel light enough. They don't want you to feel light enough in your energy to jump. So be mindful. That's why this is the fourth card that's telling you, be mindful of the people that's in your energy. Take one more. It's okay to not have all of the answers. They will come when you need them. So for some of you, don't beat yourself up. Don't be too hard on yourself just because you don't have full clarity on what you should be doing or where this is taking you, or you might feel like you just don't know enough about certain things. Don't beat yourself up. You will have the answers. If you seek them, you will get the answers. They're going to come when you need them. So that's my message for you all. I hope that it brought you some clarity in terms of how to strategize, what moves need to be made, what you can anticipate moving forward. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below. I love you all, and I'll talk to y'all next time.